Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to apply false lashes the easy way. I know sometimes lashes can seem a little bit daunting. They are not at all. There are a couple of little tips and tricks and hacks that I have learned and been using for years as a makeup artist that make applying the little suckers easier than you will ever imagine. False eyelashes really make a huge difference to every makeup look. They lift the eyes, they open the eyes. If you've got hooded eyes or smaller eyes or monolid eyes, lashes will basically change your life because all of a sudden your eyes look so much bigger and brighter and more awake. They take any makeup look from like a 5 to a 10 in about 30 seconds. They're just seriously magic. I love lashes. And I'm really super excited about today's video because I'm actually going to be showing you our newly released luxury 3D silk lashes from Nikkia Joy Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, it's finally here. You guys have been asking me about these since the launch of our faux mink and our classic lash collections, and the 3D silks are finally here. So there are 10 lashes in this collection at the minute, and we've launched 7 today. The other 3 will be launching in a few weeks. They're all really beautiful, soft, fluttery, quite natural lashes. So these ones have been hand tied onto tiny little cotton bands so that they're very lightweight, very flexible, very comfortable, won't irritate the eyes. There are a bunch of styles for smaller eye shapes, hooded eye shapes, everything. We've catered for everyone. And they also come in this amazing packaging. How gorgeous is this? Now, these are reusable up to 25 times, but I personally have gotten a lot more use out of these than that. All you have to do is remove them carefully, pop them back in the box, and you are good to go. I'm just so proud of them. As you guys know, I've always really struggled to find lashes that don't irritate my eyes. I've got very sensitive dry eyes. I've also got smaller eyes. They're kind of almond shaped / hooded, so a lot of the eyelashes out there are just way too big and end up curling up over my eyebrows and they just look crazy. So yeah, it's been a dream come true to actually be able to create a collection of lashes that I can wear for 12, 15, 18 hours without my eyes getting annoyed or irritated or yeah. It's just a dream come true. So yes, if you are interested in checking out the collection, please head over to nikkiajoycosmetics.com. All of the styles are over there. You will be able to learn more about them over there and see all of the styles. We do ship worldwide and we are having a very exciting Valentine's Day sale. So if you order now, you will get 20% off your entire order. So this includes the brand new 3D luxury silk collection. It also includes the faux mink collection, the classic collection, and any of the multi-packs. And that code will also get you free worldwide shipping on any orders over $30. So yay, my new babies are here. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, so let's jump into the quickest, easiest way to apply false eyelashes and just have you looking babin in about 30 seconds. So the first thing that you want to do is actually put on mascara. Now, I know that a lot of people will be like, I'll put your lashes on first and then put mascara on. I really wouldn't recommend to do that because it will actually damage the lashes. You want to get as many uses out of the lashes as you possibly can, and applying a mascara to the lash, you know, at the end once they're on, it's just going to reduce the wear time and how long it lives for and how pretty and fluffy it looks. So I always recommend to do mascara first. It's okay to put a little bit on afterwards, but do the main coat first. Now, you don't want to overload the lashes with mascara, only sort of color them in. If you overload the lashes with mascara, sometimes you can kind of see the difference between, you know, where your natural lashes are and where the false lashes begin. So just a little bit, basically color them in and you're good to go. Step 2 is actually sizing the lashes, and it's pretty simple. All you have to do is actually just take your eyelash. Ideally, you need to choose a lash that suits your eye size and shape. We do have a really cool guide over on our website, nikkiajoycosmetics.com, showing exactly how to do that. But you want to take your lash and you want to actually remove it from the box. Now, be careful when removing any lash from any box. Use a little pair of tweezers, peel it off gently to avoid damaging the fibers. So take your lashes, and obviously you want to open them, but what you want to do is take a pair of tweezers and gently grab onto the corner of the lash and carefully peel the lash out of the box. And that's what they look like when they come out. Now, you'll notice at either end of the lash that there are 2 little tags that extend past the hairs. That's completely normal. They do that when they make them to prevent any hairs being lost during transit and packing and all that kind of stuff. These are the Gabriella lash. I love these ones. They're really flirty and fluffy and wispy. They look very natural, very comfortable to wear because they've got the most thinnest bands ever. What you want to do is actually place this lash on your eye and see, you know, what we're testing is the width. We want to see if this width matches matches my eyes. If not, we're going to trim. The best way to do this is to grab the lash by the actual lash fibers with a pair of tweezers. And what I want you to do is actually look down in a mirror. Looking down in a mirror when applying lashes and sizing lashes and everything makes all the difference in the world, because when you look down, your eyelids are relaxed and you can basically just pop the lash on top without gouging yourself in the eye. So looking down, I'm just going to gently place that lash on top of my eye. I do have quite small eyes, and we're just going to see if this lash is going to fit. Now, already I can tell that it is too long. When you've got your eyes open and you're wearing a lash, you don't want the lash to kind of hang down and droop down on the outer corner, because that's going to prevent the eyes looking lifted and bright and widened and everything. So therefore, the lash needs trimming. Also, if you've got particularly sensitive eyes, you don't want the lash to come too far towards the inner corner of your eye, because it's just going to cause your eyes to water. And it ain't cute when your makeup goes everywhere and you end up looking like you've been punched in the face. So now that I know that I need to trim it, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to grab a little pair of scissors. I usually just use a little pair of nail scissors when doing this. They're just small and easy to work with. Now, there are a lot of people that are finicky about only trimming lashes on the outer corner of the band. I don't necessarily agree, and I've designed a lot of our styles to be able to be trimmed on the inner corner or the outer corner, depending on how much length and fullness you want into your lash. I think if you're spending money on something, it should be customizable so that you get the most bang for your buck. So yeah, if you wanted to trim on the inner corner to have a longer lash through the entire sort of length of your eye, you certainly could. So you could just trim it here, or you could trim it here. I'm going to trim this one on the inner corner today. So taking my nail scissors, and there are little bunches of hairs. Not all lash styles have these, but if the lash style that you're working with does have little bunches of hairs, it's easier if you trim in between them. I'm just going to take my nail scissors and I'm just going to snip that little piece off there. It's a good idea to actually keep these, because you can sort of double stack them and you can use them to customize other lashes that you want to make thicker. So yeah, if you end up with a bunch of these, keep them in a little box. They'll come in really handy at some point. All right, so now we want to check the size of the lash to make sure that it will fit our eyes. And that's going to fit me perfectly now. So let's move on to gluing. Okay, so my two favorite glues are either the Duo Lash Adhesive, I think they call it. Yep, Eyelash Adhesive, or the Ardell Lash Grip. I've got very, very sensitive eyes. Like I said, these are the two glues that I really love. They do both come in clear and dark colors. The eyelash glue will come out like a white gray kind of color, but then it will set either completely clear or dark. Dark glues are really good if you've got like a nice thick winged eyeliner and you don't want to see any glue over the top. So these are my faves. And what I found to be the easiest with lash glue is to actually pop it onto something else. So, and you only need a tiny little bit. Pop it onto something else and actually just let it sit for just maybe 30, 40 seconds. It gets tackier the drier it goes. And I find sometimes too, if you go straight onto the lash with the glue, sometimes a little bit too much comes out and you end up with glue all over it, and yeah, that's not good either. So I like to pick up a little bit of lash glue on the end of a pair of tweezers, and then I will actually use the tweezers to apply very small amounts of the glue only to the band of the lash. It's important to not apply too much. As I said again, you'll just end up with glue everywhere. Not cute. It's just a pain in the ass to wipe it off as well. So yeah, less is always more. And hopefully you can see too, none of that glue is on the actual lash fibers. It's all on the band of the lash. Now what I'll do is I'll actually pop these aside for another 30 seconds, let them get even tackier, and then they'll be really, really, really easy to apply. While you're waiting, you can give the band a little bit of a bend if you're finding that it's not flexible enough. I've kept all of ours really, really thin sort of cotton style bands so that they've got all the flexibility that you could need. But if you're finding that your lash, you know, I don't know, it just feels stiff, just give it a bit of a bend and it'll help it feel more comfortable on the eye. Now for the application part, this is the part that I get the most questions about because so many people do seem to struggle with it. Take the lash in tweezers. See that there? I've just grabbed the hairs of the lash with the tweezers sort of in the center of the band. Don't hold onto the actual band of the lash while you're applying it. It just makes it harder. Now I've got my little mirror here in front of me. Again, super, super important. You want to look down into a mirror, and sometimes it can help to sort of slightly raise your eyebrows. Hello. So yeah, got my lash in my tweezers. I'm looking down and I'm pretty well just going to drop it on the top of my eye. So bang. Now I've placed it in the center of my eye, and because I've let that glue get tacky and dry a little bit, it's immediately tacky. If you put the lash on before you actually let the lash glue dry a little bit, basically it will just slip slide everywhere and it will not adhere, and that's when the problems sort of start. So lashes on the eye, but it's only sort of glued down in the center. All you really need to do is take the tweezers and gently stick down the outer corner. I always do the outer corner first. I just find it easier, and then the inner corner. The important thing to remember as well is that lashes don't stick to your actual eyelashes. they grip the skin just above the lashes. So they kind of just sit right above the lashes, and that's where they stay. Now, one final thing that I do recommend with lashes is when you have applied them and you've got them like this, so you can see like maybe sometimes tiny little bit of a gap between my natural lashes and the false lash. Take your tweezers again and then sort of go sideways and just pinch the false lash and your natural eyelashes together, and it'll keep everything looking really natural, really in place, and like you were born like this. And once you've done that, you're pretty well good to go. This lash glue is pretty well waterproof. It's a good idea to pop some in your bag if you're going to be gone all day and you're in the wind or something and your eyes water or something, just in case. I mean, you shouldn't need it, but it's good to have it just in case. And yeah, these lashes are super comfortable, totally approved for wearing all day long. I promise you'll hardly be able to feel them, but at the end of the day, when you are ready, you're going to get home, you're going to remove all the glam, take a little Q-tip or a cotton tip and soak it with a little bit of eye makeup remover. And then you just want to pop it right above the lash band, soak the lash band just a little. That will soften up the glue. And once that glue is softened up, you'll be able to just very gently peel your lash off your eye. You'll notice too that there'll be a little bit of eyelash glue still on the eyelash. Just remove that with some tweezers or your fingers. It's very easy to get it off. You kind of just like pick it off with your fingers. Pretty simple. And then your lash goes back in the case, sort of just gently kind of press it onto the little plastic ring, and she's good to go for next time. Always, always, always keep the boxes, always keep the cases that the lashes come in, because they last a lot longer when you actually put them back into something as opposed to leaving them all over the bathroom. Sorry about that, Brandon. I know you're sick of me doing that. Okay. All of our luxury 3D silk lashes are reusable up to 25 times, and I've definitely got more than 25 uses out of them. All you have to do is gently remove them, put them back in the case, and don't leave them on the bedside table. And all the lashes in our classic and foaming collections are also reusable a bunch of times. So again, keep the boxes, put them back in their little beds, and kiss them goodnight. So there you have it, guys. That is exactly kind of like the beginner's easy way to apply false eyelashes. I hope that this video really helped. Thank you to all of you who have requested it. If you've got any other questions about lashes, about how to apply them, or about any of the lashes in my collection and my brand, please leave all of them down below in the comments, or you can tweet me or leave me a comment on Instagram or wherever. Be sure to help. And yeah, I'm so excited that the luxury silk ones are finally here. Thank you again for being so patient with me. I know I'm difficult, but things have to be perfect before they launch, so that's just the way that it is. I love you all so much. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys in my next one.